Greetings. Today is Saturday, October 15th, and I am doing a discussion on cost of work, or maybe my price is my price, or competitive pricing. I don't know how I want to title it, but it's within that thing. I've had various experiences with different peoples in terms of acceptance of price versus knowledge of work versus competitive rates. I've had people to look at me and, hire me because I'm black, thinking that they can get over on me with the, yeah, brother, or people with whom I've been in relationship with thinking that they can get a deal. And I've had people with whom my relationship, and I'm not just talking about female, I'm talking about males or whatever, that, pay me my price and tip and give extra. So I've had different experiences with situations with pricing. And I look at people who will buy name brand items at cost, no question about it, who will pay for an expensive car month after month just to say they got it. And I've looked at some of these same people who will look at me and other people and say, no matter what you've done for me in the past for free or at a discounted rate, I can't give you a big job. And I worked on entertainers' houses, pastors' houses, mega preachers' houses. I won't divulge names, but I worked on rich folks, not just clergy, but politicians. You name it. I worked on their houses. Millionaires' houses. The quiet, never knew. I worked on all these people's houses. Never stole anything. And gave them my best. And I just look at the dichotomy of people, or maybe not even the dichotomy, just the multiplicity of personalities that I've had to deal with just to get honest work. And to not look at me as, because I'm black, having to pay the double black tax of working for certain people and thinking that I should be doing it for less than a competitive rate. And this is not a victim mentality. I'm going to make it. I'm a grinder. I don't care if I gotta clean toilets. I do whatever I gotta do. And the sad reality is, a lot of times I go in these people's houses and it's nasty. I just clean it up wherever my area is. If there's food crumbs on the counter or the floor where I'm at, I just clean it all up. I don't say a word. If they see me doing it, I just tell them, man, I'm just trying to help. I'm just here to work and make things better than I found it. And I had to, especially in the beginning, not worry about people who will rather pay somebody else than pay me, who's always been there for them for big jobs, even though I can do them. I even look at one of my close friends and look at him like, you want my help, but you don't want to help me. You want to get these other jobs to these other guys, and you steadily complaining about them. And I'm looking at a house now. I cleaned this man gutters for 3 years straight for free. No charge. Hey, I got a Christmas present for you. Never gave me anything. Didn't ask him for anything. And when the time came for him to get his roof done, which I do roofs, he never chose me. And I just said, I shook my head. I said, and he knew it when, because I saw him outside in the yard when he did it. I looked at him and I was just like, you showing me who you truly are. Because my thing is this: if you can take from me for free, regularly, but you can't help me put food on my table, you're not a friend to me. You're not a friend to me. It's not business. It's personal. And maybe I'm wrong for looking at it like that. But we all have faults. I give quality work to whoever I work for. Hands down. So I'm saying this video to say, when you got people who support you, you should make sure you support them. And it's not even about color. It's just...
No, I was trying to catch you before you back then.
So, and you know, that was my auntie. And she, when I tell you she's my biggest fan, you know, between her and my dad. And all her friends that she put me on to, they pay up front. Don't question my price too much at all unless they going through a situation, and they, you know, they make sure they pay it up, you know, when it's time. And I work with folks. I work with you, you know. But one thing I do realize though is that everybody ain't got, you know, all the money all the time. I mean, I understand that. But one thing that I don't too much appreciate or agree with from time to time is just people trying to take advantage, or thinking that just because I know you, it's always supposed to be a deal. Everything got to be a get over situation. I mean, you buy all this high end, but then this over here, it's like I shouldn't have to pay standard price. And I promise you, I'm not beating nobody over the head with over the top pricing. I'm a very fair competitive price, and a lot of times below rate. And I even looked at that, and especially if I gotta drive way on the other side of town for something, I just realized, I mean, it has to be worth my time. I mean, if I gotta drive over 15 miles to get somewhere, that's traffic. No matter where you go now in Atlanta, that's traffic. Even if you're going against the main drag of downtown influx of traffic. But some people got their mind made up that the 80s pricing is still valid and everything is discounted. Everything need to be discounted. And I mean, I get it. I like bargains, but I like to pay people for what they worth. My son is one of my best workers, and I pay him like a grown man regularly. I pay him like a grown man. Whatever that boy want, as long as he keep his grades up and do what he's supposed to do, I take care of it. But one thing I don't want to understand is, especially on insurance jobs or jobs where it's a fair price, you know, what's the big deal? Well, hiring somebody that you know and you know can do the work. But that spirit of mammon is strong, and I'm just posting this video to say, think about how you allow currency to cycle in and out your hands. And the next time you have your hand out from somebody that you want to help you, what have you sown into their life? or help them along? How have you helped them along the way? Beware of your haters. Beware of your haters. Be careful how you let it motivate or dissipate the energy that you got for you. Be well, be blessed, be prosperous mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually. In Jesus' name.